The Italians make the best pizza in the world, and today I'm going to show you how to make it even healthier. The artichoke and arugula pizza with prosciutto. I'm from Naples, and that's the birthplace of pizza, but today we're going to make a healthy pizza Northern Italian style. We're going to start with our dough. This is a store-bought dough, but if you are a person with diabetes, you can go ahead and either make your own dough or buy store-bought dough that is made with whole wheat flour or whole grain flour. So we're going to start by spraying our sheet pan with our extra virgin olive oil cooking spray. And that's just so that the dough does not stick. And then we're going to take our cornmeal and just spread it through our sheet pan as well. And this is going to give our dough a nice little crispy crust on the bottom. And then finally, we're going to take our dough and we're going to put it right in the middle of the sheet here, and we're going to spread it out. Okay, now we're going to just make sure that this crust is all the way at the edge of the sheet pan here. So what we're going to do is put our first layer on, which is our amazing pesto. This pesto sauce originates from Genoa, which is in northern Italy, and it's filled with pine nuts and basil and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. So we're going to spread it over the crust as evenly as we can. This is super heart healthy because it's filled with pine nuts. You can also substitute, if you make your own pesto, you can substitute the pine nuts with almonds or walnuts, which are even more heart healthy. Also, this pesto is made with extra virgin olive oil, which is the hallmark fat of the Mediterranean diet. It has anti-inflammatory properties and monounsaturated fats, which are amazing for beating high cholesterol and lowering blood pressure. Next, we're going to take our part skim mozzarella cheese. We want to do part skim to keep the fat content low in this recipe. Plus, it still gives it that meltability that we're looking for in this cheese for this pizza. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle it right on and just make sure that it's even so every piece has some delicious mozzarella cheese. And now what we're going to do is put this in a 500-degree oven for about 5 minutes. The idea of pizza was first noted in ancient times in these types of flatbread. It wasn't until the Neapolitans put their hands in dough that we came up with this amazing pizza. I'm from Naples, and the pizza there is famous. Okay, now we're going to assemble our Northern Italian ingredients, and we're going to start with these wonderful artichokes. And Rome is famous for working their artichokes because they have a festival dedicated in April just to the artichoke harvest. And what's so special about an artichoke is that it is filled with this impeccable fiber called inulin, which is super strong fiber and great in aiding the lowering of cholesterol and lowering of blood glucose levels for those with diabetes. So we're going to go ahead and put these chunky artichokes all over our pizza. It's gorgeous like that. It's beautiful. And this is just going to increase the fiber content of this pizza overall, which of course is going to help regulate the blood sugar levels because of the pizza crust. Also, we have our Parmigiano Reggiano, also a northern cheese, and it is slightly sharp, a little salty. If you do have blood pressure issues, you want to use this a little bit more sparingly, okay? But otherwise, you can go ahead and just put this Parmigiano Reggiano on this beautiful pizza. There we are. Perfect. Now we're going to hit it in the oven one more time just to kind of get these all marinated together. Back into 500 degrees for about 5 more minutes. The other important thing about pizza, it is that really it is part of street culture. In Naples, there are tons of these types of items on the streets that you can buy for a snack. Okay, our next ingredient is this wonderfully peppery arugula. This is a leafy green, and it contains a lot of iron and folate, which is great for your immune system and for lowering cholesterol. Now what we're going to do is going to add some lemon juice to this, and just a little food nerd tip is that by using this acetic acid here, which is the citrus from the lemon juice, it actually enhances the iron that is in the arugula. So that's a great tip, particularly for vegetarians who lack a little iron in their diet. They can do this to their leafy greens. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that together. And this is great and peppery, little addition to this recipe. So we're gonna put that aside here, and we're gonna go run back and get our pizza, which is perfect at this point. There we go. The artichokes and the cheese and the pesto smell amazing. All right, so now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients raw on this pizza because they are at their peak nutritional value when they're not cooked. So first we're going to add our beautiful arugula. I'm gonna go ahead and put it by hand right over our pizza. And this again is increasing the antioxidant content of this recipe as well as the fiber, which is great for stabilizing blood sugar levels so that you don't get those spikes. There we are. And now we have our beautiful prosciutto di Parma, also from northern Italy. This is a wonderful, delicious, cured salumi from Italy. Now, if you have high blood pressure or looking for a more low sodium diet, you might want to swap this out with maybe another vegetable like eggplant, or even maybe shrimp if you're looking for another alternative protein. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and rip this apart. And this looks beautiful because the colors of the red and the arugula and the crust is like the Italian flag. So this is beautiful. And here is our rustic northern style Italian pizza. I'm Fiorella, thank you for joining us and see you next time.